Hi, this is the Blue Cobra. It's Monday, September 15th, 2008. First of all, I want to mention Obama raised $66 million in August. That's the highest in the history of American politics. And that's definitely way, way higher than John McCain could ever hope to raise, and it's just an incredible amount of money. That leaves the Democrats $77 million in the bank. That's close to the total Republicans can spend in the general election. Now that's going to leave Republicans a little scared. If I was a Republican, I'd be a little scared at this point. I mean, they can say all they want that Obama's panicking. Like, I was listening to Rush Limbaugh today. I tend to do that. I like to hear what the opposition is saying. And Rush Limbaugh was saying, oh, they're panicking. They're getting desperate now. I don't think so. I don't think they're getting desperate. I think what's going on here is they're getting desperate. And so they're trying to spin it the other way. They're really good at this. You have to admit, you have to give the Republicans some credit. They're incredible at twisting whatever's going on to their favor. If the Republican Party was being ruptured in two, they'd be twisting it to look good for them. They're just that good. And Rush Limbaugh's the best of them. So, my hat's off to that douchebag. He's amazing. So, they're probably terrified because, keep in mind, McCain chose public financing. That leaves him with a total, I repeat, a total of $84 million. I think it's $84 million. Yeah, $84 million to spend in the entire general election. And while that can be bypassed in some ways because the Republican Party victory group or whatever can spend their own money to help him, like they can advertise on his behalf, it still means that Obama has this infinite flow of money, which is really, literally, and figuratively limitless because he has so many fans. Think about it, 2.5 million donors for his campaign. McCain hasn't reached 1 million yet. So, it's great for us. They're to be scared. Let's just hope they're scared. We know they're scared. Let's hope it gets worse as time goes on for them. Did anybody catch the Palin Gibson interview? I thought it was terrifying. I really did. When I saw it, this is true. I wrote a check for $1,000. That's all I can give to him now. To the Obama campaign because I was that scared of this lady. It's kind of like how Obama raised $10 million as soon as Palin made her convention speech, because that was just terrifying to Democrats and most sane people. I would say sane people are afraid of her. So let me point out a few things that I was particularly concerned with. First of all, her similarity to George W. Bush. Now, if anybody was around for the 2000 election, the 2004 election, what really scares anybody about George W. Bush was his blank-eyed confidence. The way he was wrong about so many things, but he made it seem like he was right. He projected a confidence, this arrogance in a way. I mean, they're saying Obama's arrogant. This was true arrogance at its worst, in my opinion. This was just, she was projecting it, and you just got the sense that she was so convinced of her own convictions. It was scary. So I was reminded of George W. Bush in so many ways, and that was most of what galvanized me to write that check. But she was also confrontational on Russia, something we can't afford to be right now, if you want my opinion. Russia is a huge nation, and they haven't done anything particularly wrong. I can understand some criticism. Their aggression wasn't entirely necessary, but they have their reasons for going into Georgia, and Georgia had their reasons for fighting back or going into South Ossetia or whatever. So there are two sides to every story, no matter what the conservatives say, and they would like you to believe it's just good and evil and we're good no matter what. Now, I want to say something on that vein. They say criticizing this country, which Obama did early on. That's why I really admired him. They say that's not patriotic. I say it's more patriotic to criticize this country and still feel a great love for it. I think there is nothing more patriotic than wanting to make your own country better. That's what I feel all the time. I want to criticize it to the point that it becomes better. And when Obama stood up to everybody for these wiretapping things before, which I was a little disappointed he went back on that earlier this year. But still, he stood up. He didn't put the flag pin on because he realized it was image patriotism, something the Republicans excel at. So he didn't put it. Now he has it on. But the point I'm trying to make here is there is nothing more patriotic than wanting to improve your country. Do you remember Friday, I commented favorably on Bill O'Reilly, something I never thought I would do. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, this is not going to happen often, I swear. Don't be afraid. Did you read Time magazine? If you did, you know what I know what to say. He was in the 10 questions segment, where he answers those mostly boring questions, but they're questions. And somebody asked him if his interview with Barack Obama changed his opinion of him. And O'Reilly gave a surprising response. He said, "I don't make endorsements." This is a quote. He said, "I don't make endorsements, but I learned something about him. He's a sincere man and a tough guy. He is no phony." Now that's pretty surprising to me, because if you remember, if you watch Fox News at all, Bill O'Reilly's made a career of making conservatives. He's been like a conservative talking point machine. He just spews those talking points. It's what he's good at. It's what he's paid to do for Fox News. And this is something that I really didn't expect. And it gives some credence, no matter how much we dislike that, to his whole independent title, I guess. He says he's an independent, even though you and me and everybody with half a brain who lives in this country knows that's complete bullshit. But the point is, it's nice to hear that he's earning some kind of human qualities. Let's hope he continues becoming a real boy, and eventually, if he does, we can try to respect him. But he's still on Fox News, and that alone is unforgivable. And also Karl Rove. This is really scary. I hate this man more than I hate most things, because he put George W. Bush in the White House twice. I despise him, and he actually said something that was also smarter than what the average conservative can muster. He said, the McCain ad campaign has gone too far. If Karl Rove is saying it, you know something is wrong. Okay, this is big news for everybody who knows Karl Rove. He said the McCain ad campaign had gone too far. I want to take my hats off to him. And also to say, Republican Party, you should be ashamed that the only person among you, the perceived worst person among you, is the only one among you who came out and said that McCain had gone too far. If that's the case, then he is not the worst among you. The rest of you are the worst. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but you get the point. McCain's leading the polls is almost gone. Just want to mention that on a high note to end this on. And on an even higher note to end this on, you know the whole Troopergate scandal that's going on. This is great because it's really a great opportunity for Sarah Palin to see her entire career blow up in her face, which is something every smart American wants to see happen. Her husband and several others, I have no idea who the others are. My attention span isn't that good. But her husband and these others are being subpoenaed now. Now that's an indication that something big is going on and that information is being hidden. So if they find this hidden information and there's something in it, something to use against them, then this McCain ticket will go away. This is a true October surprise that we could see in the works. Let's hope it turns out that way. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I know this is a little long. I stopped using a script, which I've been doing for the past couple episodes. Thanks for watching. The amount of views I've been receiving is incredibly encouraging. Please keep it up. Subscribe. I see thousands of you are watching, but very few of you are subscribing. Subscribing is the lifeblood of this entire thing. So just please subscribe. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for listening, and God bless America, of course.